I've got a couple questions for Ash that I know you guys keep asking, and I want to do kind of a quick Q&A round. So let's do this rapid fire Q&A thing. I'm gonna go off the top of my head because I see these questions over and over again from the older guys. They come in the inbox, we see the comments, yada, yada, yada. Okay, first off, can an older man wear white shoes, white sneakers, because you recommend them often?
Of course, 1000%.
So what should they do if they're not quite comfortable there yet? And maybe you'll never get there, but that's okay. But what should they do instead?
So you can go with a navy, black, or like a charcoal gray.
Or even a lighter gray,
dove gray.
Yep.
Lace up low top sneaker with a white midsole. That works just as well.
We've done a crap ton of videos on sneakers. We'll usually skew towards the white ones, but usually almost always those brands have a bunch of different colors. Gray or blue, like navy, is gonna be the easiest in the middle because black sometimes can be a little much.
Yeah.
And then white, if you feel that way, is definitely much. So I think the nice middle ground is definitely a gray or a navy sneaker. So
because
start there.
I would say gray or navy, you can treat it pretty much like a black or brown shoe.
Yeah, they pair with basically, it goes with basically anything. Okay, Ash, the next question that I see pretty regularly is, I'm not in the best of shape. That's why I wear bigger clothing to try and hide it. Is it really important that I wear fitted clothing so it's gonna show off my love handles or my wrinkle or my chest, or I got kind of thunder thighs a little bit? Do I really need to wear fitted clothing? And what is the answer to that, Ash?
Okay, fitted clothing does not mean tight clothing. It just means tailored clothing that complements your body frame. Your shirts, like say your dress shirts, you wanna be able to pinch about 1 to 2 inches on either side of your stomach. I always give little tips. Yeah, I always give little tips about how it should fit.
Yes, and that's regardless of the body type, because 1 to 2 inches of fabric is about like this. So does this look like it's skin tight, like it's showing every little detail of my body? No, absolutely not. It's fitted, but it's not tight. I think a lot of guys hear fitted and they think tight. You need to get your head off of that entirely, because that is absolutely not what we're saying at all, and that is never gonna be the case. They're fitted, not tight. And the next question, Ash, that I see pretty regularly is, all this stuff is great, Ash and Dorian, but I'm gonna be the boring older guy. What can I do to give myself some personality?
I think some really easy ways to kind of add your personality into your outfit is through accessories like a bracelet, watch straps, a ring, or a pair of socks. That's always fun because, you know, when you're walking, you'll always flash a little bit of a sock naturally, or when you're seated, you'll see a little glimpse of your sock. Also, another way is like a pocket square or a tie. You know, you can have fun with that as well.
Well, not just a pocket square and a tie, you can play with patterns that aren't loud. The problem is that guys think they need to go overboard or not at all, that there is no middle ground. And the middle ground is, it adds more personality in a more subtle, distinguished way than being the loud, obnoxious guy, douchebag, basically.
Men 40 and over, I feel like they're more confident, they know who they are, they feel, their personality already speaks volumes. Your clothing doesn't need to do that.
No, your clothing needs to almost kind of step back a little bit and let your actual personality shine. A younger guy, not sure who he is yet, not sure where he is in the world, it's a little more excusable because like, okay, he's feeling his way through the world.
He wants to try to project the image that he's hoping people will see him in.
Trying a little hard, he's leaning a little forward as a young pup out there. It gets embarrassing when you're older and doing that. That's the problem. And I think that's why that question kind of comes up regularly. And Ash, for the final capper, this one we get asked the most out of everything. What should I avoid if I'm 40 and over so I don't look like I'm trying too hard or trying to dress too young?
So you pretty much want to avoid leather jackets in general, but I will say the exception is a bomber jacket. You just want to make sure that the leather is has a matte finish to it, so something that does not have any sheen whatsoever. When I say other categories of leather jackets, I mean cafe racer jackets, biker jackets. Avoid any of that stuff because it just ends up looking like you're trying to be young and hip and cool, and then it just ends up looking really tacky. Another thing would be any kind of t-shirts with logos on them. No logos whatsoever.
We don't care about the bar you went to in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Definitely avoid denim that it has any kind of distressing, rips, or even lighter washes. Those tend to look...
those skew younger.
Yeah, they skew younger, and again, it's just not flattering. If you're not in the best shape, I would say like this is kind of the time you want to just get rid of your V-neck t-shirts in general.
Yeah, and Henley shirts as well.
Please don't do Henleys. Henleys are just really difficult in general to pull off.
We got a video and article about that, talking about who should and shouldn't be wearing them. Chances are, unless you're really ripped, you should not be wearing them, especially at our age, unfortunately for both of us.
Yeah, so I would say those are like the definitely avoid items out there.
Yep. Anything else? Varying degrees of you need to make sure it fits your personality, or it falls into the classic timeless kind of look. It's not too loud and obnoxious, and it's not just like black kind of stuff. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. There's a lot of supplemental articles and videos. We talked about all of this stuff at length in our Fit Guide, how your clothing should fit, our essential series about the essential items you should absolutely own. That is all linked in the description below. Do yourself a favor, spend some time looking at those so you get a better understanding. You can look like $1.5 million. That's what we're going for here. Not just $1 million, we're going $1.5 million here. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.